Sorry. Oftentimes, those who serve to protect us pay the supreme price in the process. In a sad turn of events, a divisional police officer, DPO, and several others lost their lives in Delta State while attempting to rescue some kidnapped victims. The DPO of Agbarho, who resumed office 2 days ago, along with the DPO of Orerokpe and their team, were ambushed while in the rescue operation near Agbarho Rail Station. Agbarho. Our heart goes out to the families of this officer and also to the Delta State government. But really, how did we get here?
Well, the truth of the matter is that the profession they have chosen is one that comes with risk. Many times we criticize the police, law enforcement, security agents a lot when they do very wrong, and we are right to, for justifiable reason. But we have those of them who want to work, like these ones. And they went out, these two DPOs, they didn't just sit in the office. They went around 1 o'clock a.m. to, get those criminals, and they lost their lives. It happens, though it's regrettable. It's not something that is new. It's something that happens from time to time, because criminals will not rest on their horse.
True.
So, but my concern is, yes, we can lament. Of course, we should lament, because those are fathers, they have brothers or uncles. I want us to get to a situation where we will fish out the killers. That is the only way we can have closure on this. It has happened. It's been reported. But
what are we doing?
What are we doing about it? So we want to hear that those who killed these good men, these noble police officers, are rounded up, arrested, prosecuted, and punished.
This brings to mind Okwama killings. This same Delta State. Is this the best time for us to revisit the conversation of state police? Because it's getting too much.
The state police will not, it's not the silver bullet that we put an end to this kind of killings. These killings will continue if we institute state police. What we need to do is provide incentive for our policemen so that when they die, the family has this sense that they've not died in vain.
Like an insurance.
Yes, you need to insure them sufficiently, insure them very well. Insurance at state and at federal level.
Both.
Because states can insure them on their own. Policemen posted to their state, they can insure all of them. It's possible. I've seen states that tried such a thing. So, because it's not unusual for good policemen to die in battle. It's not unusual for good soldiers to die in battle. It's also not unusual for great journalists to die in the discharge of their duties.
Sure.
You know how many journalists have died in Gaza, for example. So, but when people die, we must not let them die in vain. They laid down their lives for our people so that you and I can be safe. They chose to put their lives in danger. And the authorities must do their best to ensure that their families are well looked after. There was also a naval officer too who lost his life trying to rescue people who had been kidnapped. We always say, oh, these people, they are useless, they don't do. Look at what has happened. One is still fighting for his life as we speak. So a lot of policemen will give everything that they've got to save the lives of the ordinary Nigerians. But what do we do for them? Within a short time, we send their relatives packing from the barracks.
Yes.
What do we do for them? What terminal benefits do they get for serving their country? Some, for months, they don't get paid anything. The other day, we were discussing about some federal workers there who had retired, and since March, they've not been paid anything. So, I really feel for these policemen who died in combat. I really feel for them.
I think that suggestion you gave, insurance of officers from the states even to the federal level, should be re-echoed.
Yes, we cannot overemphasize it. The welfare of our police officers, even where they live. Check their barracks.
Oh, the barracks.
Some of them are living in quality condition. Check. Their police still buy their own kits.
Yeah, they buy them.
You know, if you even look some of them, they look very haggard. You know, and that is why some of them allow the devil inside them to influence them to start.
Yes,
even though it's not abandoned.
Feeling of abandonment is there.
So we want a police that the morale is boosted. You know, we want our policemen to have very good high morale so that they can fight crimes, and it will be an encouragement to them. When you encourage them, when you motivate them, they will do their job well. And should they lose, should they pay the supreme price in the course of their duty, let them know that, yes, their families
well taken care of.
They know that they've not been forgotten.
Exactly.
It has to be there. I think, was it the NDLA that instituted something for men who died in battle? These things will happen. Do you know how many policemen get killed in a day? Bandits have slaughtered many policemen. A lot of it does not get reported. They kill these people, they steal their weapons. But we still abuse them, we call them names, and I've said before, that of all the groups, professional groups in our country, there is no one that constantly punishes wrongdoing
like the police.
Within its ranks like the police.
That's true.
We have lawyers who are misbehaving all over the place. Do they
get punished?
We have journalists who are misbehaving. You know, journalists who are extorting money from people all over the place. They are worse than common criminals. Who does anything to them? Nobody punishes them. But every time we see police,
they name and shame.
They name and shame their own people. Ask the NBA how many times they've done that. Ask NIJ or Guild of Editors.
How many
times journalists guilty of aberrant behavior have been punished? But the police, we know that they always do. We are happy to look at them when they are removing
their ranks
of those guys. But our own people, we see them misbehave.
Yes.
We behave like they've not done anything.
But anyway, thank you very much. Because that's a big topic that needs to be discussed.
Honestly, yes. Honestly.
But anyway.
There are bad eggs everywhere.
Exactly.
Bad eggs.
Thank you very much for having this conversation. BK, as usual, the veteran, thank you so much for having this conversation. And that's it on Journalist Hangout today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program.